Be vegan. Make peace.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
We determined that if we were going to start a sanctuary, we also needed it to be a sanctuary for people, and a sanctuary for the soil, and a sanctuary for the fruits and vegetables that we're growing.
Please continue watching to find out more.
If you visit the Republic of Rwanda, you may be greeted with Murakaza Neza. That means welcome in Kinyarwanda, one of the official national languages. Sublime viewers, I am Naomi. The festive people of Rwanda wish for your days to be filled with gratitude and happiness. Welcome to our program, Sweet Farm, a new kind of sanctuary, part 1 of 2.
Sweet Farm is an animal sanctuary, an heirloom vegetable farm, and a tech haven dedicated to creating a more humane and sustainable world.
Sweet Farm is located in Northern California, USA, near the city of Half Moon Bay. It is such a unique animal sanctuary that it is sometimes referred to as Sanctuary 2.0. Let's first meet one of the vegan visionaries who founded the farm.
So my name is Nate Salpeter. I am one of the co-founders of Sweet Farm Foundation, along with my wife, Anna Sweet. The two of us have a background in tech, myself in clean energy. I'm an engineer by trade. My wife has a computer science background, but works in the video game industry. And the two of us founded Sweet Farm on the principles of creating a compassionate and sustainable world. And we're doing that through a combination of education, inspiration, and innovation.
Sweet Farm's philosophy is educate, inspire, innovate, driving change to create a more sustainable and compassionate planet. That is a very large goal that is expressed in many ways on the farm. Its primary mission is to rescue and care for farm animals. There are more than 150 animal friends on the property.
So animals end up at Sweet Farm through a number of ways. So all of the animals here are rescues from different situations. So we have animals that have come out of factory farm situations, some that have come out of abuse cases, abandonment cases. We even have one hen that was a breeding hen at an illegal rooster fighting operation down in Santa Cruz. There's a couple of pigs that escaped from a production farm and were picked up wandering around as piglets in the Santa Cruz Mountains.
Everything at Sweet Farm has multiple purposes and effects. While the non-profit is saving and protecting animals because it is the right thing to do, these animals also do something else. They help to inform people and prompt them to think about the animal-human relationship.
We don't want people to see our sanctuary as a petting zoo. We don't want people to have these beautiful interactions with the animals and then go home and eat a burger or a steak and some bacon without making the connection. So we hope that we can plant the seed. If they have a beautiful, positive interaction with one of our animals, when they leave, they might pause or hesitate when they're about to bite into that burger and think, hey, there's Argyle steer or there's Gizmo. What makes this burger or any of the animals that are grazing in surrounding properties at Sweet Farm, what makes those animals any different?
Obviously, when an animal comes in from a rescue situation, from a bad situation, there's that immediate reward of, we're helping this animal in need. Then there's the other type of rewards where we're educating a child or a grown adult, and you see them have this aha moment of really recognizing that, hey, my dog or cat at home is really no different than these animals in the field. They're just called by a different name, and so seeing people's eyes opened to these issues is extremely rewarding.
In addition to saving animals and informing the public, another part of Sweet Farm's mission is protecting and promoting biodiversity.
We determined that if we were going to start a sanctuary, we also needed it to be a sanctuary for people, and a sanctuary for the soil, and a sanctuary for the fruits and vegetables that we're growing. And when I refer to a sanctuary for those, I'm talking about the fact that we are growing a lot of open pollinated produce and heirloom vegetables. So really harboring a place for biodiversity and things like that.
We are going to take a moment to enjoy the beautiful breezes that move the clouds and make the trees sway. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Be a hero, be vegan, save the world. Welcome back to our program, Sweet Farm, a new kind of sanctuary, part 1 of 2. Many people do not realize that fruits and vegetables, even those that are organically grown, may be fertilized with things like blood, bone, fish, or feather meal, or animal manure, mostly from animal factories. To create a farm free of animal exploitation, Sweet Farm practices veganic farming, which rejects using animal-based fertilizers and manures. Veganic farms use compost teas, cover crops, and other soil-building techniques. Veganic agriculture is also concerned with biodiversity in crops for the health of people, insects, animals, and the planet.
So out here at Sweet Farm, we grow a whole variety of open pollinated and heirloom varieties of plants. A big portion of it is centered around things like biodiversity and providing year-round habitat for beneficial pollinators and insects out here in the fields. So rather than planting one single variety of crop on our entire field, we're providing a whole diverse set of produce that, depending on the season, there's different things that are coming into bloom. So there's constant food for the different types of bees and pollinators. And also it's really about educating people on the benefits of sourcing different types of produce. And part of that is not just for the environmental benefits, but it's also from a culinary perspective. So when you have a bunch of different types of tomatoes or a bunch of different types of greens, it really makes the dinner plate inspirational for people.
The community-supported agriculture program at Sweet Farm allows people to come and pick produce. Dr. Nate Salpeter hopes that they will take away more than just fresh vegetables.
So this is a mango beet. and it is traditionally used as a fodder vegetable for cows and things like that a long time ago. It's also delicious for humans as well. So one of the things we do with our community-supported agriculture program out here is engaging with people and also teaching them not just how the food is grown, but also the labor that's involved in harvesting it. And as part of that, people start to gain an appreciation for just how intensive it is to produce food. And as part of that, people learn to respect that fair trade food does cost more, and it costs more for a reason, because modern agriculture, in many cases, it is taking advantage of the land and of, in many cases, of the people involved in producing food. So when we get people out here and they engage in it and they realize just how much work it is, that's another piece of the education, is they start to gain that appreciation for the people that are involved in producing food for the world. And it's fun for families, right? They get engaged, and when you get kids out here picking pieces of kale, then all of a sudden you get kids excited about eating kale, right? What a novel concept.
For more information about Sweet Farm, please visit sweetfarm.org, Facebook at Sweet Farm CA. Generous viewers, it has been a pleasure to have you with us today. Please join us for Sweet Farm, a new kind of sanctuary part 2 of 2 on Monday, May 17th, where we meet some of the rescued animals living at this haven. Coming up next is the Phoenix part 3 of 13, on between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May we always take care of our animal neighbors and aid our fellow beings in need.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/GPGW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/GPGW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/GPGW.
我们的节目提供多种语言，请看 suprememastertv.com/schedule 和 suprememastertv.com/GPGW。
Be veg. Go green to save the planet.